Hello and welcome to Hand of Fate 2. Let's continue where we left off. Correctly, we tried the Map Maker special challenge, but we were way...
I have clawed my way back beyond the 13 gates to this mortal realm.
Okay. Let's see if we can knock off the High Priestess. Okay. Money and blessings. Try to go for a pickpocket. Things like that. Arm wrestling. Stress damsel. There we go. And one more. Okay, I'm just getting equipment die combat. Okay, let's continue with that. Blade. Collect 5 shards to unlock a new card. Okay. Okay. Two. Okay. Don't want hammers. So for 3 post. Let's go with and starting supplies. Food, soldier sword. Oops. This one, I'll get that for posting Northerners. That seems like a good start.
These challenges I present you, each one will hone your skills and prepare you for our final conflict. This empire will fall under proper guidance once more, and soon.
Malcalypse has somehow roped you into traveling deep into the far north on a diplomatic mission. While I usually refrain from working for the Empire, since this one takes me further away from it, I've made an exception. I'll square my debt with General Bradstone and open many doors for you. What do you say? Join on the quest. Excellent. Bring your sword and let me do the talking. I brought plenty of supplies so we can set up camp when we get hungry. Okay, to get gold, I need 6 blessings.
At what point does honor bend to pragmatism?
Let's help the woman. And... oh, that's not good. Reroll those 2. Yay, got it.
Well done. You continue to impress.
Thank you, the woman says with helpful encouragement. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Okay, 5 food, 15 gold, and 2 fame.
I understand your beginnings were humble. Even so, I'd hoped for better.
Meet Merrick in the square as he instructed. He gestures to a carpet seller at the bazaar. The Reeve, he explains, watch and listen. If the Lord got wind you were short on your taxes, there would be trouble, says Reeve. Mind you, I do like this rug better handed over than all your stock. What do you say? It's not, and that's a rare masterpiece from the Eastern Belt, says the flush-stirred rug merchant. As the altercation continues to notice Reeve's pouch hanging open. So you see it then, Merrick says with a grin. You know it's only really stealing if you get caught. Steal. That's the spirit, he says. Now remember, the trick is to know when to stop. But if you're any good, you won't need to. Move closer behind Reeve, pretending to admire the carpets on display. As he continues to hackle, you slide your hand into his pouch. Okay. Steal more. Oh boy. Okay. I think I might need to get all of it to get the token. No! You draw your hand from the bag. Reeve turns. How dare you! Draws a dagger from his robe and thrusts in your direction. Clutch your wounded hand, dropping the spoils. Stumble back to Merrick, but he's nowhere to be found. Okay, next time. Ooh, avalanche. High on the mountain, you see a silhouette of a man approaching through heavy snow. He bellows through the roaring wind. Who dares trespass on these sacred grounds of our priestess? Burrow down with the dexterity of a mountain goat.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malaclips and assistant.
Oh my god. That wasn't good. Greedy. 840. There we go. Flash still rings out, echoing through the peaks. The mountains answer in a low, ominous rumble as a wall of white rushes towards the melee, sweeping everything in its path.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Okay, that was dreadfully close. You seek shelter against the rough pressure close to the rock face. The avalanche roars overhead. When the rumbling stops, you are miraculously unscathed. Assailant's weapon just out from the snow. As you near, you realize that it's still in the clenched hand, his body buried to the wrist by the avalanche. Dig him out. Brave the cold and free the raider from the icy grave. He takes a moment to catch his breath and says, "You have saved me. Though we are enemies by blood, take my blessing and leave me to my thoughts." Drive command at the beginning of the map. Blizzard, yay. Ooh. Ouch. With little warning, the snowstorm appears in the path, and snow whips around you like shards of glass, obscures your vision as you struggle to find cover. Yay! The climb becomes unbearable. Seek shelter in the cave and desperately fight off the onset of frostbite. The howling winds unease you. Clear the snow from the cave entrance to discover the dark clouds have passed. Okay. Make a donation, 6 gold. Leader's Penance. First in combat against Northerners, deal 50 bonus damage. Ooh. Let's go with this one.
Witches I will tolerate. They have at least stepped into the streams of power that magicians call home.
She sends snowy Mount Fredis. You happen upon a cottage with a pungent smoke wafting out of the chimney. A frail old lady sweeping the snow off the path beckons you to come in. Come in search of the great high priestess to deliver an important message, says Malclips. You'd better go bearing blessings if you want to be on the high priestess' good side. I'm fixing a batch right now if you'd like a taste. If I got it right this time, you can take it to her, she says during the calm. Malclips partly declines. I've been watching what I eat. My companion has an insatiable appetite, he says, nudging you forward. Okay, heroic sacrifice. Prior to combat, 2 or more months. Okay, well that actually might be good if I'm leaving. Flowing through pie, looks like the recipe is a success. I'm sure the High Priestess will appreciate this one. And another blister card. And a best. I believe I'll be making camp this time. Good trade. What's equipment? He's got no shield. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything. I want to go satisfy a mortal, but it's what you wish. Her ancient voice falters on the words as if long unused. That should help. Ascend, and we'll turn back. Temple prayers. Let's go with that one.
A vampire cannot cross running water. These days you must deal with far more mundane opposition.
Crossed into the bridge, finally found himself by a villainous band. Trapper and Creed. Stand and fight, or throw yourself to the mercy of the river. Let's try river. Combination of luck and skill, you managed to avoid the worst of the weird savage. Oh, so that literally does nothing if I don't fight. Okay. Ascend.
Careful how one deals with old magic.
An old lady beckons you in. I have received word from my sister's hawk. I've been expecting you. I may not be as skilled as her, but this blessing potion I've whipped as my best yet. Do you think it's good enough to take the High Priestess? She says, blowing the steam off the simmering bowl of thick liquid. I really couldn't, says Malclips, patting his belly. No! Deal with them. Used to defend those in need.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malaclips! And assistant.
Shoot, didn't get the finisher. No, I hit the wrong button. That's the next life. 15 life. It's 3 supplies. A clash of steel rings out, echoing through the peaks. The mountains answer in a low, ominous rumble as the wall of white rushes towards the melee, sweeping away everything in its path. So dark. Oh. Blue on bones.
I'm somewhat surprised you lost that one.
Now, dig him out. Left eye. Okay. Let's see. While with low warning, a snowstorm seeps from the north, the wind whips around you like shards of glass and obscures your vision. Struggle to find cover. Time comes bearable, stay sheltered, fight off frostbite, howling winds ease, and you clear your snow from the cave entrance to discover the dark clouds have passed. Don't think I need to camp. Arm wrestling. Okay, good prize. Masked Bounty Hunter 6, motionless across the table. Prepare the sounds for the 4th round of the competition. 16. I have did 2 5s and a 6. This might be it. Oh. This finishes an assigned celebration despite their win. I get a modest reward. You take the rest reward for losing competition of strength. You return, a new contest will begin. Temple prayers, make a donation. Let's go with Gold Zealot. Continue. I now have enough blessings, I just need to make it to the High Priestess. Yep, Blessed Summit. The winds clear the dark clouds to reveal the spire of the ritual house protruding from the summit. You press on through the thick snow to find the wind structure adorned the spoils of war. Enter. As you enter the great hall, the towering doors echoes open, a huge crack. A giantess of velvet robe enters, accompanied by raiders. Apocalypse bows low to the ground. My companion and I have been sent forth to discuss truce between the Empire and the Northerns, my lady. So they sent a silver-tongued devil and his mercenary, she smirks. I hope you have at least a decent offering. Kneel before the high priestess. Your offering will suffice, says the giantess, but if you seek to make a deal on behalf of the Empire, you must prove yourself against my champion. The raiders charge towards you. I think I'm going to keep everyone, because I kind of do like his shield. Fierce, loyal, and relentless, champion of the High Priestess, Berserker weapons are imbued with ice that slows their enemies' movements and attacks.
Why do you always end up enraging the locals? You get these off.
Okay, this is the boss that just stunned him and didn't put him into finishing range. That did. Well done, now hear my terms. The priestess draws herself up, towering figure draped in fur and wrath. The North will never bend to the Empire. Blood for blood for blood. These are my terms, small one. Let your leaders hear it and quake. With that, you make a quick descent to relay the message back to General Bradstorm.
You have the way of this challenge. It is early yet.
Gaining favor of the High Priestess, I get the Dark Grove Ring and the Shrine. Platinum card. Empress or the Emperor? Let's go with Empress. Earn fame to yield the legendary weapon Parathas Ire. Villages in the northern outskirts are under assault from the northern raiders. Defeat mighty Shaman who is leading their raids. Okay, mighty hero. Gain enough fame to yield the mighty Parathas Ire. Counters to northerners are common in this part. Okay. Okay, I need fame. Okay. These two are just generally good. I think I'm going to target for unknown. Okay. Whoops. I'll add that one. Fame. Just damsel can get fame. Shrine. And have a platinum card. Let's go with the underneath. Burning building. Cartographer. That's our eyes. And let's go with Pauper Plague. Okay, that might get me fame. Continue. Okay, Northerners. Okay, we'll we'll add that. Add that. I guess Berserk, ring, Extinguisher, Ruby Ring. I have one more. Let's go with just a regular shield and one supply. Fighting Northerners, so I'll take a sword. A soldier sword. Okay, start.
In this case, the Empress is a symbol, a leader of the northern clans, but not their only one. Now we come to one of the new nuances of our game. The hunt for fame and esteem would not work for all players, but it works for you. I can sense it in you. Your pride, your skill. In time, we will learn all of you.
Raiders have destroyed our village, the Elder of Talos explains in a hushed voice. They were sent by the Dark Shaman of the North. They were searching for this. He draws a large warhammer from his cloak. Rutha's ire, 'tis the only weapon that will break the seal protecting their encampment. He hands you the weapon.
Anger is a powerful force.
The weapon is heavier than you imagined, weighted down with some hidden magic preventing you from yielding. There are 24 do with this range. The Elder looks straight into your eyes, peering into your soul. Not all weapons are for all men. Those who have truly demonstrated great acts of valor and courage may bear Horetha's ire. Do you remember that? Ask some questions. Spell what you must do. You must find the courage to yield this weapon and defeat the shaman before the 5th village falls. The villages need a hero, and the town of Brinston is surely in danger and must be warned. Now to use it, great artifacts require great heroes. Never turn down the opportunity to aid others to seek out greatness. You will be rewarded. Ask about the shaman. Just a creature of great power, never seen on the battlefield, but here she commands warriors from her camp in the forest to the east. We sent warriors to find her, but a magical barrier prevents anyone from entering her sanctum. Said that Horetha can break such a barrier. If she was attacked at her camp, his rage would surely be stopped for good. But the Empire. The Empire. What good is the Empire? Not but tax collectors and Karen Crows. 6 raids here in the past year. Not so to be seen. So much protection. They're less reliable than the worst of the gods. Begin your quest. Thank you. Sacrifice to Talos must not go in vain. May the gods bring you good fortune.
Although you clearly
Sure.
battled with gods to arrive here, you do not need them. You have your own strengths.
Quest for the ancient shrine high in the mountains. It's reared among the local peasants for its remarkable healing properties. You kneel before the shrine, teach gods to take pity on you. Okay. 10. 11. This just needs to be a 3 or higher. Yay! Sunshine appears through the bleak clouds to bathe you in a radiant glow. That's 5 max life. 10 life. Okay, good. The arm wrestling competition. Yay! Rolls no match for strength. Disappeared back, flip off the table. General
Do
store.
what you can to find more food.
Oh. Supply equipment. Extinguisher. Fire inflicts 40% less damage. Maybe if it's a thief heavy one. The rate enemies heal during combat is reduced. But I think I'm gonna go for food. Okay, I'm not gold. Leave. Decline.
When a hero runs in, the villain takes their time to bait their trap. Be careful, lest they put you in your place.
Rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in danger. You should turn as the cords of a northern billow wrap around your body. You've been ambushed.
Why do you keep getting us into these situations?
Yes. Timber. You're defeated. You contemplate your next move. Search for the spoils. 20 gold. Let's go 20 gold.
Let us see what the next town
Continue to the
holds.
next village. Dusk falls as you continue on your quest.
Do not take lightly the mantle of fame. Being a figurehead is not without consequences.
Storm brews as you arrive in Persian and find it under attack from raiders. The village burns and 3 brave farmers attempt to defend the last of the surviving villagers. Calls out, "Please help us, we have to stop these savages before all is lost." Draw your weapon and rush to their aid.
By sea and song, fate and fame!
Great, the villagers are taking a lot of damage. As much as I can. Musket. Damage. As much as I can. Set up the coast. Just need to cut him down easy. Get your power cords okay. Let's do this. Continue fire, so that's good. Reduces 3 enemies healed during combat.
Deep in the woods, they still know magic. It will be lost there last.
The surviving villagers rush to the farmer's aid to tend to their wounds. "Thank you, hero," they cry. "You've saved our people, but sadly our village is no more. Please accept this small token of our gratitude. For saving all the peasants you receive for fame." 3 food. 5 food. It's not time to celebrate. They are surely mustering to raid the town of Tyran. He points further south down the bank. If you are a true hero, you will surely save them. The village is lost to the north. Set out for the next town without delay.
You'll notice that my carriage does not stop for every distressed traveler along the way.
This is the distressed woman. Oh. Whoops.
You can always try again, if you survive, of course.
Oh, there's the fire.
You have to stop helping people. It always ends up like this.
Feed you search their bodies for valuables. Okay, that's good. Find food among their possessions, name for fame. Damsel in distress. Assist the distressed woman. Boys. Time to react. I think sometimes before combat you get to change your equipment based on who it is. I think the twin blades are good for them because they're quick and can counteract.
You have to stop helping people. It always ends up like this.
Ouch. Looks to you to search the bodies for valuables. Okay. Find food and gain full fame. Store, let's see, buy equipment. We have shield, ruby ring. Last life. Whoops. Oh.
Valuable for purely financial reasons, if nothing else. Mages are hard to eradicate at the best of times. We have our ways of hiding from the light.
Following Miraculipsis' directions, may which involve borrowing farmland or at the edge of a vast and lonely lake, encounter a cave entrance blocked by a stone door. You seek out Era of the Veil in the underneath, the bard explained, as you followed a frightened cow around the previous night. That's why seeking. Drops wine bottle nervously and focuses loud her left, completely ignoring the question. A bispectral massing orb to door the underneath doesn't look up from this as you approach. 15 food items per entry. Robbery, if you're trying to hustle us, sir, I have you know I can shoot lightning from my fingertips. Doorkeeper sighs. It's hard time for us, Mount. See when you get in there. Pay 15 gold. Food. You are placed to look down at them with a mighty push. The stone door opens. A narrow tunnel takes you deep below the earth, opening into the vast limestone cavern. Twinkling on the edge of the underground lake lies a small shantytown. Red lanterns lining the quiet streets. Megalips leads on. Welcome to the Undernearth. Coin slave, since the Botherston Empire edict, we've had to hide away in places like this. Used to be quite the hub of activity, but now he surveys the silent streets lonely as the Empire is increasing its forces. A few mages I persistently as you pass by. Let's go with find his contact. And leads you way through the dim, lonely streets to Ira's house. You can hear screaming come from within. A woman in robes adorned with silver ornaments greets you at the door. Merc said you would be coming begging for help. Regardless, you are late. Mercalips bows with a grin. I have an illness. I'm hoping there can be a cure. Ira of the Vale frowns a bit before nodding and letting you into her house. You enter the sitting room and the source of the wailing is made clear. A man in a locked cave is crying in fevered agony. Spores of corruption fester over his body. Without warning, she opens the cage and the man rushes at you. But with surprising straight, Ira subdues the mad-breathing creature. This is the mage Cohen. He thought he could fight off the corruption, but he could not. Ira watches Megalips carefully as Cohen's eyes grow more and more guttural. What should I do with him? The bard looks away in disgust. Fear on his face. He appears close to passing out. She nods before you. What would you do? Kill the mage. Ira holds him down and ends the mage's life. And with that dealt with, Ira begins tinkering the table strewn with dead and shiny things. I do have a cure, but as you know, nothing comes for free with our kind. She taps silver dust in a bottle. Save the stolen mage children for me, and I will give you the cure.
A reward well earned.
The Empire bastards have taken them to some walled fort in the docks of the city. You better hurry. She smiles at Megalips. Those can't be held at bay much longer, I'd wager. Ask how she knows him. He was my lover when I was young and stupid, she says matter-of-factly. Nonsense, Megalips shouts. Why am I alluring all ages? You'd be glad to still have me still. She gives Megalips a severe look. He balks, cowering in his seat. And you ask what his illness is. He laughs. He hasn't told you? It's not my place to stay, but know this, friend of Megalips. If he doesn't find a cure soon, you will earn great danger. Nonsense, Megalips stands and stopping a wine bottle nervously. Leave her house. Enter the Devil Eater's Tavern. Breathes the heavy scent of beer wine and smoke and feathers. Ah, the Devil's Eater's my home away from home. Pulls out the lute and begins to serenade a pretty bartender. She tries her best to ignore him. A group of burly orcs crowds a too small table. Meanwhile, a giant fleshy eyeball sombers near the windows. Perch the floating eyeball. The creature watches from perches with interest. A smile breaks out from the middle of the not fresco space. Would you care to dance, small one? Asked Solomon. Ask for a dance. Creature humming old harvest song all the while. After you, in a minute of downtime, the dance ends. Ah, the creature sighs. Bring me back to my youth. Ask to trade. Item. A cap from the last warrior 8. He regurgitates slamming on the floor with a clatter. What do you offer it in return? Don't have any lessons. Continue. Yes, this will be a lovely addition to mine.
I have little trust in artifacts that breathe myself.
Leave it. Approach the orcs. Leave the tavern to the stores. Okay, leave the underneath. Now, a bird parches from a catch a glimpse of the size. She voices case. Take the children to the madman near the forest fort. They run an orphanage. I fear it is no longer safe here. Continue to the next village. Dusk follows you in your quest.
Actions, of course, have consequences. You cannot think that the steps you have taken will bring a simple peace. No.
As the village burns, 3 brave farmers attempt to defend the last of the surviving villagers. One cries out, "Please help me stop these savages before I was lost." You rush to their aid. Knight Argus. Strange mystery of the whims keep some artifacts in our hands while others are but dust.
I hope this works.
Villagers, ah! Let's go to die. I need him to go down now. And what's that? Okay. I think I lost 2. Or 1. It was close. Ooh, I got the token. Yay. Get equipment. Saving 2 farmers, you gain 2 fame. To celebrate their surely must return toward the town of Duganarnu. They point further south down the riverbank. If you are a true hero, you will save them. Oh.
You strike me as the type who would put themselves in harm's way for the benefit of others. Yet, perhaps you'd rather have someone else sacrifice themselves for you.
You hear shouting up ahead. As you make your way down to the cobbled street, you see lights flickering on the road in front of you. As you approach to see a building, flames and smoke billowing out from the upper rooms. A crowd is formed outside, blazing, passing buckets of water between one another to temper the blaze. As you push your way through the crowd, you see a woman frankly pleading with villagers. "Please help. My family is in there. Anyone? Please help. Purify yourself."
The wheel is one of my favorite innovations. It combines many different elements of our game into one.
Okay. No, 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 no! Redraw. Looks like... There's 2, okay. In the smoke, you find the woman's youngest daughter crying under her bed. You whips her out, scoop her up, and carry her out of the blaze.
Now the power is yours to use.
Yep. Sure, thank you for your adventure. We can take him for your everyone. The building is not safe. It will soon collapse. The woman embraces her child and she turns to you once more. Says, "My husband. Did you see my husband? He's still in there." Let's turn. Is it spinning faster? Oh, fail. Damn. Smoke is too thick and you find yourself destroying ice burning. You fumble your way back to the beginning and catch your breath. Turn. Oh. And correct me with you during blocking the path. Ow. Oh, come on. Okay, yeah. Did it. And the woman's son attempting to hide his way through the smoke screen, growing his hand back to the beginning. Vulture rushes to your aid. Thank you for your adventure, here. Though it's not safe, he'll soon collapse. See my husband return to the building. Yes! Okay. Shaped in the corner of the room, you find the woman's husband. He put his arm over her shoulder and quickly make her way out of the inferno. She emerged, the woman and children rushed to the man's side and embraced him. Thank you, adventurer. You saved my family from certain death, the woman says. While our possessions have been destroyed, we will never be able to repay you. Know that we speak of your deeds today, and long shall we live.
It appears you
Oh,
are
wow.
worthy to wield the weapon of champions.
Turn her
The raiders will hide from
her
you
space
no
begins to
longer.
light. It's unclear whether what weighs less or even how strength of the way you can now wield the weapon. Remembering the elder of Tyler's instruction, you set out towards the sanctum.
Always treat those who feed you with respect. Even I stand by this rule, and I have respect for few. If you fall in a trap once, you may blame error. To fall in the same trap again smacks of foolishness.
Breathless ire bestowed to the people of the western Finland villages by the clans of the north in a time of peace and prosperity. Oh, the irony. Ouch. I do like how it glows orange when it's ready to be used. Search for spoils. Ooh, yay, go game.
Campfires offer a chance to see what your companion has to say about your current challenge.
Camp and there we go.
You have prepared yourself for this battle. Now you must face it, but not alone, perhaps.
It is as the Talos Elder said, Malcolm's remarks. Charmin's sanctum is protected by a magical barrier. Best to try that hammer. Use Arthar. You raise it above your head and bring it down against the magical wall with all your might. The hammer finds its mark and you are immediately engulfed in a blizzard of snow and ice. The howling winds spin around this way and that, then vanish as quickly as they had appeared. Disoriented, you look around for Malcolm, but he is nowhere to be found. You find your bearings and realize that you're standing in the forest clearing covered in newly fallen snow. You step back and bump into something. Turning, you see a towering northern clansman, bald and brutal.
He has brute strength, if nothing else.
He does not flinch, nor does he seem slightly interested in you. He stands, his weapons drawn, his bow lowered. You turn to follow his gaze. You see her sitting on the throne of wicker and thorns. Small, straw-plaited charms and oddities hanging from trees behind her. Before her kneel countless raiders worshipping their leader in eerie stillness. The defender of the villages and the exiled one, the shaman says with a hiss. She steps down from her throne. I know why you have come. Let this end. I hope you know how to fight, hero, says the bald northern calmly. There are more warriors here than we can kill. To defeat a snake, you must cut off its head. Ready your weapon and charge the clansmen that surround you. I think I still have that ring of defense healing. If I remember correctly from when I played this before, Shaman's heal. It's annoying as all heck. Raid leaders, front line, the Northern Assault centers of tactical and religious guidance. The Shaman cast spells to heal their allies. Attack her quickly to interrupt the spell.
I do not fight, yet you will fight. Stand clear of my hands. I will stand clear of yours.
That's right, it's a two-handed weapon, you can't riposte with it. Ow! Sherman's body is reels with the dark spirit leaves her chest and vanishes in the air. The remaining raiders flee into the forest. As the sky is clear, the sun beams down on the colossal warrior that fought beside you. I am Kolbjorn. He explains, I was born into the northern clans, but I am clanless now. You do not know us, but we are not always like this. Perhaps one day the clans will return to the tradition they have lost. You have prevented Kolbjorn the Wanderer. You and I have cleared a small part of the stain from my honor this day. If you call, I will answer. He reaches his massive hand and claps your forearm. Let us head back to find your friend. With that, you and Kolbjorn make your way through the forest in search of Malcalypse.
Another card returns to my deck. Do not worry. I have more challenges before you will be ready to face my foe. Well done. Another northerner falls before you, and a new companion joins your journey.
Our gluttony, ring of food, pious robes, and frontier barbut. Fame and shame. Watchtower, Raiders ambush, the bridge skirmish. Prove yourself worthy hero. We get Haratha's ire. Van Kodron, we get Clan Eyebright, and him. Defending all the villages. Get the Elder's Gift. For convincing Ira to help Malcalypse, get the Stolen Ones. For combat prowess with your sword, we get a fine sword. That's starting equipment. And for unlocking these encounters, you have unlocked these encounters. Bitter Winter.
You have done well. You understand the basic rules of the game now. From here, they will change.
Okay. What's the campfire button do? Oh, this is where we customize. Fish. Challenges to unlock endless adventure. The map maker. And campaign. Okay, I believe that'll be it for today. Remember, who's awesome? You're awesome.